What's up, y'all? In this video, I just kind of wanted to show off our little projector room setup that we have in our basement. So when we moved into this house, one of the things that really appealed to us was this little basement area. It's a pretty decent-sized little area that we thought we could put a projector screen on this wall and put a couch right here. And obviously you see it's also a place where we keep all of our manga and other books that we've collected over the years. The two doors on either side of the projector screen go into the basement proper, what I call like the utility side. That's where the washer and dryer and all that kind of stuff is. The fireplace is not operational, and it seems the previous owners just kind of boarded it up so it's not usable, and they left us this fake old school looking one. This old school looking heater. It's really just an electric space heater. We got this one instead just because we were worried that the cats would try to go under here, and that's where the heater part is. But anyways, we were looking at this little mantle area right above this fake fireplace, and we thought this would be the perfect place to put a projector screen. I had to get a little crafty and made a lot of trips to Home Depot. So I used like these little hooks, and I figured the screen could just slip perfectly on that. And it worked out pretty well. I just had to, trial and error it until I got the projector screen nice and level. By the way, the ceiling of this basement is not finished, and it's very ugly when you look up at it, but the positive side of that is that it made this cable management and stuff a lot easier. So for all of our electronics, I just took some command strips and I put this extension cord right here on the wall, and it fits perfectly behind the screen, which I was really happy with because it means nothing gets in the way. From there, I just routed the cords up along the wall using other like command hook and zip tie type things. And it just goes directly into this outlet that is just up in the ceiling. It was pretty weird placement, but it actually ended up working pretty well, since I could just put all the plugs in the ceiling and then have it route up there. And from that outlet, we have another extension cord that I just hid up here. And all along the way, I just use zip ties to hold the cords up so they don't dangle down from the ceiling. Over here, it's a little hard to see because it's dark, but I just got 2 screws put into this wood, and it just goes directly onto this extension cord. So it pops right in and locks. Before, I was just using, like, Velcro command hooks to keep it up there, but apparently it was just a little bit too heavy, so it kept falling. So I eventually secured it with screws, the right way you're supposed to do it. And this right here is the AC adapter for the projector itself, and as you see, it's a pretty hefty box. So I had to secure that more intelligently than I secured other things, so I got these L brackets, and then I just strapped it down with these zip ties. It's not the greatest look, because there's these wires just kind of hanging down, but it ended up working for our purposes. And so the projector we're actually using is the XGIMI. I think it's actually pronounced XGIMI. The XGIMI Horizon Pro, I believe. I had seen this brand of projectors for a while, and I really wanted to get one because they seemed pretty good for a lower price than other projectors, so I thought it'd be worth it. But we also got it when it was on sale for about $100 cheaper. The hardest part was just getting this piece installed into the ceiling. It's just a really tight area, and it's tough to get screws in when you got these beams in your way all the time. And I was trying to get it dead center for where we were gonna aim it at the projector screen. This is the remote that comes with it, and it kind of sucks. I really hate it. First of all, it's all metal, and down here in this basement, it gets so freezing cold. So it sucks having to grab this thing because it's like an ice cube. Also, all the buttons on it are just so shallow, so when you're in the dark, it's really hard to like tell what buttons you're pressing on. Especially this circle pad thing, it makes it so hard to tell what direction you're pressing, so you really have to look at the remote to tell what you're pressing. But yeah, the quality of the projector looks amazing. Like any projector, it'll definitely look better in a completely dark room, but one of the main things that attracted me to this brand of projectors is that they seem to do really well even with pretty light conditions. As you can see, I have all the lights in the basement on right now, and it still looks pretty good. And then this is how it looks with all the lights off. But yeah, we love to play video games down here. We watch movies down here. It's just a really cool experience. It's like having our own mini movie theater. This shitty ass couch is probably the only thing we're not entirely satisfied with, but we had to go with a pretty cheap couch. Mainly because the stairway that leads down here to the basement is so narrow, I really don't think we can get a full-size couch down here. And even if we bought it in pieces and assembled it, by the time we move out, I don't know if we could ever get it out. So we kind of don't want to invest in a really nice couch. So we're kind of just stuck with this shitty one we bought. You can already see what kind of gap is forming here on this armrest. And in general, it's just not the most comfortable to sit on for too long. Unfortunately, in the dead of winter, it's so fucking cold down here that we really have to rely on space heaters. But yeah, otherwise, we're pretty satisfied with our little setup down here. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that the speakers on this projector are really good. And it's kind of nice that the sound comes from directly above us while we're sitting on the couch. It can get pretty dang loud. So yeah, that's our little basement projector setup. You know, it's not the best and it could use some improvements, but personally I'm kind of proud of the little handymanship I had to jerry-rig up here to get it all set up. But also it's just nice that as first-time homeowners, we were at least able to make something work to have a little kind of theater room and a place to play games and stuff. So hope you liked the video, and maybe this will inspire you to create a cool little space of your own.